Hi, welcome to a Catia V5 video tutorial. It's sort of a remake of a very old one. It's about Powercopies and an undercut, which I want to make with Powercopies. And in order to make such an undercut and a Powercopy, I need, of course, a shaft like this, for example. And I need some more elements to make it work. So first I want to extract the edge here where the undercut should take place. So I need an extract, which you will find in the GSD workbench or the wireframe and surface workbench. And let's select this edge and confirm and maybe rename this to center curve. Then I need a point on that curve, so go for a point. This should be on a curve. That would be this curve here. And the distance 0 would be okay. So type. Sorry, come on, like this, and then go for OK. That would be the origin point of our profile, so profile origin would be an appropriate name. Next I need a plane, our sketch plane or profile plane. So go for plane and make it normal to a curve. And the curve would be, of course, the center curve. But if you select the center curve first, there will be sort of an error message. So select first the point and then the curve. And confirm. And this would be the profile plane. To control the orientation of our sketch, I need an axis. And I will need another plane. I could use the axis of that shaft, of course, but I want to do it independent of this. So let's go for another plane. That's just for construction purposes. And this will be through planar curve, and the curve would be the center curve. Let's create a point, center point of a circle, and that would be, of course, the center of that center curve. Confirm. And now I can do a line or an axis, point direction with this point, and that plane is direction. And that line would be for orientation. And you will see how I will use it. Okay, those two I can hide because I don't need them really. So now I need a position sketch like this. Select the plane. The origin would be the projection point of that profile origin. And the orientation should be parallel to line. And what should be parallel to line? The H direction should be parallel to line. So to this line, select that orientation line and confirm. Now, for the sketch I will need parameters, and I didn't do the parameters. So let's draw that and add those parameters afterwards. The profile should look something like this here. Very roughly sketched like this. And I will need also a construction line about here maybe. Let's trim this like that and just leave that sketch and make our parameters. Switch to user-defined user parameters. I will need 3 length parameters, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 1 angle parameter. like that. Now let's rename this one. This could be UC angle, and I might go for 30 degrees, apply. Then this should be the UC depth, and that might be at the moment 0.2 millimeter. Apply. This might be the UC length, and UC length, and that might be at the moment, let's go for 5 millimeter. Apply. And this one here should be the radius of the fillets, so let's go for UC radius, and that might be 0.2 as well. Confirm. Now this will be the profile sketch, so let's rename this one as well. Profile sketch, and confirm. Now back to our sketch, and let's bring in those parameters. So the angle should be, of course, here. Go for edit formula and select the angle parameter right there. Confirm. Confirm. Now for those two vertices, those corners, let's select them both, not the line, sorry, the point and that vertex here, and go for corner. And of course I forgot to switch back to a standard, but that doesn't matter. Those two are now equal, so let's go for edit formula. Let's switch here, go there, edit formula, and bring in that radius. Confirm. 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 Now that distance here might be 0.3. I need not a parameter for this one. And yeah, the distance from that line to this line, that should be the depth. So edit formula, bring in that depth parameter, this one here, confirm. Okay. Let's zoom in and bring those more into that region. And of course this should be constrained, that line, and that should be the length. So let's edit this formula and bring in that length. Okay, looks good. Maybe just maybe move it closer like this, and maybe bring back the angle. Yeah, back again like that. Now what's left to do? This should be constrained to the yellow axis system. So let's select them all and move it closer over here. And now constrain it to that yellow axis system. So this one, this one here should be aligned with this one, coincident, and that axis should be aligned with this line, coincident, and leave that sketch. Now I can create my power copy. but before I need to do the slot. So switch to part design workbench and go for a slot. This one here. Of course it will be put into the part body, that's okay. The profile will be our profile sketch, yes. And okay, I've missed something. Let's go back to our sketch. Where is it open? Yeah, of course, I forgot to switch those back to, of course, I've mentioned it, but I've still forgot it, back to this one, and now it should work. Yeah, another happy accident. So let's go for our slot. Yes, I know. This will be the profile. Now it should work, of course. And the center curve is, of course, our center curve. And confirm. And we've got that nice undercut. And yeah, I think that's because of that yeah, tangency right here. But that's okay. Okay, now let's create a Powercopy. So what should be in the Powercopy? Those parameters, that slot here, and of course the center curve, the profile origin, the profile plane, and the orientation here, and the profile sketch. Those two not necessarily. So let's go for define Powercopy. They're all there, but you see I still have to put in right here, so let's double click them. They will move over here like this, that's okay, and I just need that shaft here. So let's call this one Undercut. The parameters should be published, all of them. You could change the names. I don't want to reorder, I just want to publish the names. That should be okay. Yes, okay. And now we can make a Powercopy with this one. So let's go to another edge, go to that undercut, go down here, instantiate. It just needs the edge, this one, and you could change the parameters. I don't want to change them, so let's close this one, make a preview, looks good, so let's confirm. And we have the same one here as before. So that would be the first method to do it. You can instantiate a Powercopy inside the document where you defined that Powercopy. Now let's save this file and close it. And I want to use that one, that Powercopy, in this document. So I've created a shaft which is in a different orientation. And where is it? There you go. Select that undercut where this Powercopy is defined. It comes in. Now let's select here, for example, that one here. That should do the trick. Go for preview, confirm, and I should have here that same undercut. And that's it. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would really help. You could follow me also on GrabCAD, Instagram, and many more. And especially on LinkedIn Learning. So thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.